Good evening and welcome to the January 2013 edition of Curriculum Connection. I'm Medford's Curriculum Director, Laura Lundy. Tonight we will highlight a fixture of the Medford District that has provided a valuable, life-saving skill to our children since 1969, the indoor swimming pool. Unfortunately, the Medford District is in danger of losing this resource, as the current indoor pool has surpassed its lifespan. Medford School District's Building and Grounds Supervisor Dave Makovsky explains.
The last section of pipe failed in this room that we had to remove, and once we had it removed, we could actually see right into the pipes that go under the pool. And I took a camera and took a couple snapshots into the pipes. All the water that the swimmers are swimming in, they said, is actually travels through these pipes and goes up to the swimming pool, back down here to the treatment. Chlorines in that tank, chloric acids in that tank. And I manually fill the tanks with water, and if I would overflow a tank or overfill a tank, the chloric acid could have the potential to mix with the chlorine, creating a mustard gas. And that actually, on one occasion, that has happened. Ventilation for this treatment area is right behind you. Actually, just a Kmart hardware store fan takes the chemicals from this area and brings them up into the pool lobby. So if we would have a spill and generate any of this mustard gas, it would actually be pulled from this room and dispersed up into the the pool lobby, where any students that were in the pool would be exposed to them chemicals as well. It takes two guys once a month to recharge the filter, around 2 to 3 hours, and then it takes one person an hour and a half to 2 hours to remove the dead skin, the hair, and all that debris in two pails. We put it in, shovel it in pails, and then we haul that up to our modern, updated pool system. We wouldn't be batch mixing our chemicals. We have an automated injection system. We would not be manually back flushing the filters into this tank. We would not be manually picking out the dead skin.
After looking at all the possible options of either repairing or replacing the indoor pool, the Medford School District Board will ask the public on April 2nd to vote to build a new pool. One major change will be the location. The new pool will be built at the middle school rather than the high school due to curricular reasons. Phys teacher Lois Giese says that swimming is currently in the curriculum at 9th grade.
We do teach all the freshmen at the high school. We go through stroke refinement, which is hopefully they've all had swim lessons prior to coming, but there's an occasional one or two that don't.
Teaching students swimming at the high school can be challenging for various reasons.
I have some. There's probably about 6 or 7 kids in classes that just, I'm not going to swim. You can't make me. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to get wet. I'm not going to go in. For the most part, the kids are really good about going in and working. Today was one of those days where, we have a basketball game and we have a gymnastics meet, so I don't want to get my hair wet. So we kind of work around it, because I usually do try to give them free time, but they really are pretty good.
Medford swim coaches Ann and Rich Berghaus believe the middle school is a perfect spot for the new pool.
Proposal of having it at the middle school, I think, is an awesome idea, because that's where you need to get these kids to learn how to swim.
With a bigger pool, more updated, up-to-date pool, easier access in and out, centrally located, it would make it easier for the community as well.
Middle school Phys teacher Dave Vara says he's already researching Merrill's curriculum, where swimming is taught at the middle school.
I asked her how well the kids like it in the middle school there, and she said they just love it. So, you start asking what kind of curriculum. 5th and 6th grade will be just learning the different strokes: front crawl, backstroke, breaststroke, and train those kids in 5th and 6th grade. So then when you get into 7th grade, then you can do things like water rescue, which the American Red Cross does. But, if you tip a canoe in, how to survive, jumping into water with your clothes on, how to, survive like that. How to throw the buoys out and rescue people.
According to Medford's aquatic director Melissa Meyer, the pool is a bigger asset than people may think.
Our high school students are employed in the pool area, working part-time, so it offers a great part-time job for high school students who are involved in sports and other extracurricular activities. It's kind of something that they can do to make a little bit of extra money both during the week and on the weekend. I guess just for general health purposes of the community, there's a lot of people who come and use it for lap swim and water aerobics, and that wouldn't be available to them anymore. Recently we've had a lot of big events here, you know, the boys conference and the girls conference meets, and so when people are coming from outside of our community to come and watch their kids for those sort of events, you know, they're coming in, they're eating at our restaurants, they're filling up with gas around our community, so it brings in revenue for even the local businesses.
The Medford Aquafin Swim Club has been around since 1976. This year, club advisor Sherry Bergman says the winter program has doubled in size to include almost 70 kids. The Aquafins I talked to had some advice for the community about the pool.
It's easy for it to do because it's very exercising and healthy. Yeah, and then if everybody swam, it wouldn't be such a bad country. Yeah.
According to statistics from safekids.org, drowning is the third leading cause of death for kids ages 0 to 14 in the nation. However, in Taylor County, it is a rare occurrence. And although it is impossible to calculate the number of children who have been saved in our community due to the availability of swimming lessons, people I spoke to all agreed that the greatest advantage of having an indoor pool is teaching kids to swim.
I'm an advocate for, doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, everybody needs to know how to swim. Drownings in this country don't have to happen. I mean, everybody should learn how to swim, even if it's just to save themselves.
I think without a pool in this community, you're doing a disservice to the kids, to the parents, because where are you going to teach your kids how to swim? You take them down to the mill pond, they're not going to want to do that. And then you have the city pool, which isn't real warm every morning in the summer, so then you're outdoors and you've only got a limited time there. This is used all the time.
Right now we've got lessons that are starting in January, and we just got done with the session before Christmas, so I'm looking at running them again in the spring too, so that we've got kind of ongoing throughout the year. I know a lot of parents said, why isn't there more?
44 years doesn't seem like a long time if you're a person or a house or a tree. But if you're a swimming pool, you're living on borrowed time. Coach Berghaus fears the day she'll receive the phone call.
My biggest fear is someday I'm going to get a call and say there's 130,000 gallons of water in the weight room. I truly believe this community needs a pool, and if it doesn't go through this time, it's going to be a huge impact, especially for the younger people.
If you would like more information about the pool referendum, informational meetings have been scheduled for 5 o'clock to 5:45 at the Medford District Office before the February 21st and March 21st regular board meetings. For Curriculum Connection, I'm Laura Lundy.